Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're gonna go to test Rogue with different CTPs, mighty raids, mighty judgment, and multiple content. We're going into the really hard stages of Gore 75. I had stuck my progress for a long time. I was struggling with Carnage tier 4. My bad, I know, but yeah, the other thing is Gan Gray 45 and also ABL. With the judgment or the raids, what score you can succeed in the states that you can use only mutant female, and with the restrictions, with the supports that you have to use for these states, and one bonus for GBR with raids or judgment. This surprised me the most, but yeah, I have talked to you about here rotation and everything on the previous video when I was showcasing here at level 80 3 weeks ago, and I was waiting to see what we're gonna get with the new epic quest. It's full garbage, no tier 4, so last week I did tier 4 here into my live stream, and I worked on all this week on the stages I could clear, on the gameplay for me, and the clips I have for you. So yeah, let's go into the game play, and before we do that, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down low in the comments how your Rogue looks like. And now there is a sale event. Are you going to swap your CTP because of this video? Let me know, I'm really curious. And yeah, let's go through that. Let's start from the game mode that Rogue just became the meta after Storm being the paywall meta from previous summer. Now after 1 year and a half, Rogue took her place, and everyone thinking that okay, it's an ABL character, we want to slap her raids, we don't care. Here the test I'm doing, it's with a mighty raids. I'm gonna show you these raids after in my inventory. It's 180 proc raids, and as you can see here, you want to save your third skill to do the cancelling. My bad is that the two different different clips I did with Rogue, the one it's on fracture seizure that we just became fracture seizure, and the other it's on the sock season. So it's two different cancels, but pretty much the gameplay. You're doing 5 cancel into 3, delay cancel into the 4th skill. You're waiting the 4th skill so you can shoot this uppercut, and after going through your 2nd skill, let the 2nd skill jump around. The rotations are not big, there is not a huge difference between the rotations if you have or not your a CTP of judgment or a CTP of raids. Here I totally messed up my Odin Force. I completely lose one rotation during the Odin Force. So as I told you, you don't want to get it as soon as possible. You want to delay a bit, but for sure you want to have your rotation ready when you're gonna get your Odin Force. Here, as you can see, I skipped tier 3 rotation. It's a really mediocre run. It's not like the best run I could have, but it is what it is, because after I swapped the mighty raids, and as it seems I couldn't score more myself. You're gonna see how much score I'm gonna do here. I did cancel here the 5th skill. I did use it actually. I skipped using it, better say. Here I was waiting boss to come to me and do a tier 3 rotation. As you can see, I am already at 7.5 million, and as I told you when I was testing here at level 80, my best score was 7.5 with Storm level 80. And the best Storms out there was doing like 10 million at tier 4 and maximum build with brilliant raids and stuff like that. At least, friend of me and from my alliance was managing to do 9.5 to 10 million. Here it's the perfect example how you should get actually the Odin Force. As you can see, during my tier 3 skill, Rogue slapped into the purple blob and give me the Odin Force. So now I can do 2 different tier 3 skills during my Odin Force, and that's the reason I actually keep this run. And 10.4 here, as you can see, it's like it's not the best score you could see Rogue doing. With brilliant raids, I've seen people doing 12.5. With a mighty 200, I have seen 11.2, 11. So the score, the average score, if you have a mighty raids and you play medium, it's like between 10 point something to 11 point something. And if you have max build, 12, around 12 and 12. Even with brilliant raids, I feel like I would struggle to get the 12 million myself. So yeah, my gameplay, it's average. So yeah, let's see what she was able to do with a mighty Judgement in exactly the same day of ABL. So yeah, as you're understanding, with the CTP of Raids, you want to spam a bit more, because with that way you're getting your proc, the Mighty Raids proc ready. The CTP of Raids, when it's crafted, the way to charge the bar, it's using skills with your character, and the more skills you're using, the fastest the bar is charging. With the CTP of Judgement, like we're seeing here, you have to run around to charge your proc. So as you can see, sometimes I'm running around, I'm trying to charge my CTP of Judgement, and after go through my rotations. Here, as you can see, I'm canceling with the 5th skill because it's the fracture week, so it's the fracture month actually. And yes, I managed to have it on the day that it's the unequipping event, so I couldn't have another run with the same type of cancelling, like 2 socks or 2 fractures, because I did swap it and after I realized it. As you can see here, I'm already at 3 million, and we are talking about a Mighty Judgement. Mighty Judgement supposed to be not that good for ABL, but Rogue's results with a Judgement completely surprised me. At least not for ABL, but other, you know, typical good for raids game modes like GBR completely left me with my mouth open. But as you can see here, in the middle of the fight, I have like 5.5 million, and this seems to be really good. Of course, the first half of the fight most of the times deliver more score, as it seems after 7 million or something, the damage you're doing to the boss goes up slower, like it is on ABX. And I wasn't aware of that for ABL, but in my experience, you know, I'm not sure why. Perhaps I'm always bad in the second half, but yeah, it is what it is. I feel like I'm underperforming after a period of time. Of course, it's the same with Luna now, I'm thinking. In the middle of the fight with Luna, I have like 7.7, 7.8, and in the end, I have like 13.5 max. So yeah, in the first half, you always do more damage somehow. And as you can see here, Rogue is not struggling. 7.3 million before the Odin Force, as you can see. And for sure, this run could be better. It was a one-shot, and because I didn't feel like I failed a lot on skills. As you can see here, I failed on 3rd skill and 4th skill. I didn't even press them, and I didn't deliver the proc from the 4th skill into the tier 3, so I lost some damage on this Odin Force. So this score you're seeing, and the previous, the 10.4, could be 11. This score could be 8.9, but the difference, it's actually pretty much 2 million. And believe me, between the 8.6 and 10.6, the only difference, it's one reward, and it's the token, team up token reward. So yeah, if you don't really care about the team up tokens and you care more of saving a raid, you know, 2 million, it's not that much. So let's see how I progress through World Boss Legend Gore 75 and World Boss Legend Jin 45 with the Judgement or raids. And yes, I'm not gonna torture you letting you see all the fight. I'm gonna show you the highlights of the fight. Let's start for 75 Gore, and here, as you can see, I'm trying to be more spammy and get more mighty raids procs. I didn't deliver proper here the mighty proc, but it is what it is, of course. As you can see here, the tier 3 proc gives you like 2 to 3 bars worth of damage, and I'm gonna let like the start here, because in the start you can understand how fast you're clearing the boss depending on the bars left before he go into the next phase. Because Gore, the black thing into Gore states goes in the same time, you know, it's always at 40 to 45 seconds. So as you can see here, I managed to go into this phase and I have like 45 seconds, 21 bars left. So let's keep that in mind. 45 seconds and 21 bars left. Let's go through this, and it wasn't the perfect run, but yeah, I managed to go through. In the last phase, I start, as you can see, with 2 minutes left. So it's 2 minutes left in the phase that you're waiting to go into the last fight, you know. And here is the last fight. This last fight, it's so messy, bro. I mean, ads popping out everywhere, and 75, it's a struggle to do. Feels really hard. You need to avoid this purple attack, circle purple attack. I'm getting into my face right now, and the small one that can actually one-shot you. But other than that, I suggest you to run around and do damage even on ads. Even if you miss target and you kill some ads, there's no problem. Gore, it's really hard to kill here. He has high defenses, and the more time you're staying, more ads are popping. So if you manage to target by mistake an ad, go through it, kill it, and after turn into Gore and go attack him. 75 is no joke, and the worst thing is that you have to use healing tag characters, and there is no support for healing tag characters. That's why I was struggling all this time. Carnage is one of these characters. With Carnage and double support 74 stage, I was able to do it with 2 minutes left, but without the supports I was struggling. As you can see here, Rogue tier 4 struggling too, and yes, it was a messy run, but took me 20. I had only 28 seconds left when the fight ends. And something I forget to mention, sorry for that, but I just remembered it. It's the score I was doing at level 80. As you can see here, it's level 80, same team. 3 weeks ago, when I had here at level 80, I was able to do 8 million with Mighty Raids. So for ABL, it's 8 million Mighty Raids. 8.7 or 9 million something with Mighty Judgement tier 4, and Mighty Raids is close to 11 million. That's a small cut, yeah, and let's keep up with the Gore. So yes, as I told you, 28 seconds left at the end of the fight, and in the moment I went through for the first fight, you know, here it was 21 bars left, and I managed to go into the last phase with 2 minutes. So hold the numbers, let's go to the raids, to Judgement performance, and see what he was able to do. Also, of course, I had played way more with Rogue when I was swapped here into a Judgement. My gameplay with Judgement for World Boss Legend is always better because it's really simple, you know, run around, wait the round moment, and drop your skills with the Judgement proc up. As you can see here, before with the tier 3 I was doing 2 to 3 bars, now I did like 6 to 7 bars. It's day and night, the burst you're doing with here, full combo and tier 3. Here I messed up and do some damage inside the black thing, where you shouldn't do that. But yeah, Gore couldn't move there, and I didn't want to wait him. So let's see this point here. It's when it's exactly the same, 45 seconds into the fight, and I have done 3 bars faster. I mess up with the black thing, but yeah, it's 3 bars. 3 bars for this stage is no joke, guys. So let's go now to the other timestamp, which is the last phase, what timing I managed to go into the next phase. And as you guys see here, it's 45 seconds, 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and before I was like 2 minutes 155, so it's about 45 to 50 seconds faster for City of Judgement. And the last phase here, it's messy also. Before I managed to go through the last phase with 28 seconds left, but yeah, here I ran around a lot. I ran around literally a lot because I was really unlucky. I was delaying it, and I was trying to find the perfect spot to do my tier 3 combo inside the City of Judgement proc, but yeah, I was kind of struggling, as you can see. The ads here was trying to murder me, and I was trying to kill them back. Yeah, it was a messy run, a messy run. With this run with Mighty Raids could not end up good, but yeah, with Mighty Judgement, as you can see, I managed to go through the fight, and at the end of the day, I did way faster. I did it at like 30 seconds, 31 seconds, but 31 seconds with no difference in build and just swapping Mighty Raids to Mighty Judgement into this stage is kind of important. It's kind of important because if you understand that I'm doing, oh, something I forget, now I'm clearing stage 76 here, and before I cleared stage 75, so it's one stage different also, so this is supposed to be a kind of harder, but I clear it on 30 seconds, 32 seconds faster with a Mighty Judgement. And that makes you believe that you can go through stage 79 and do the progress for the challenges too. So Gan Gray stage 45, guys. This stage is like a nightmare. No, it's not that hard. It's mostly Gan that can mess with you pretty bad. If you don't pay attention what she's going to do, you can die multiple times trying to do and deliver damage. Here, it's my fight with Mighty Raids. You need to avoid for sure these purple attacks, and I'm gonna go through until the first fight, you know, the first phase, to see how fast I'm gonna go through bar number 30, which is the bar that you're swapping into the next phase, and after I'm gonna show you the last 5 bars and how fast I could clear it. To be honest, I didn't clear it actually with Mighty Raids. I swapped into Mighty Judgement before I managed to clear it, but this is the most solid run I had with here with the Mighty Raids. Of course, I mess up some, some rotations, I mess up some runs, but yeah, it is what it is. It's my gameplay after all these years, on my channel. It's not like I have to put someone super pro to play my characters or something. So here, as you can see, bar 30 with 3 minutes and 43 seconds, and you can see we're going in 3 minutes and 42 seconds. We're going into the next phase. Let's put this as a timestamp to see how fast I'm gonna do it with the CTPJ of Judgement. But yeah, let's also see how I end up ending the fight. It's like 43 seconds left, 11 bars, as you can see. And here I think I deliver a really solid rotation, and after a tier 3 rotation, or I just died, I can't really remember here. Yeah, I just died like a dog, and it's like 10 bars left with 34 seconds. So I was kind of behind, I couldn't clear it, to be honest. I tried multiple times and it was really hard. I could probably do it, but took me like 2 to 3 days, and I couldn't find a good video on my phone to show you better at least than this. I've seen people clearing with Mighty Raids, but that's my my output here on this specific World Boss Legend. Let's go to see what she was able to do with the Mighty Judgement. As I told you before, with a Mighty Judgement, get used to play on World Boss Legend. You can, deliver the proc and the rotation properly, way easier than the Mighty Raids, because with the Mighty Raids you wanna pop out more skills to charge it. With Mighty Judgement, you just wanna run around, avoid all the effects of the boss, and slap him down. As you can see, it's 15 bars already with just one proper tier 3 proc inside Jin's face. And here, as you can see, I lost my 4th skill because it jumps out. Here I'm delivering a rotation without the Mighty Judgement proc, but still slaps a lot. As you can see, I pull out like 7 bars without the Mighty Judgement proc. And yeah, it's like, how fast is this? It's like 20 seconds, 25 seconds faster. Mighty Judgement to Mighty Raids, 25 seconds faster, easy peasy. As you can see, I'm using exactly the same strikers and exactly the same supports. Actually not, in the other video I was using others, but on the strikers I'm using, you can see here I have full all attack against supervillains. Before I had by mistake 2 energy attacking strikers. I saw that after But the point here is that SLAPS with a mighty judgment way easier and way harder. So let's go again into the last phase here to see how fast I can do this shit. And it's like here I didn't have my rotation ready, and I didn't want to risk it, you know, go and spam skills during this phase, and I played as safe as I could. I went through with a judgment here, do proc on my third skill, and everything feels like kind of meh now because C is having way more defenses on the last phase. So here I want to be just sure and was trying to avoid. In the end, I think I end up having a messy run again, but as you can see here, a tier 3 proc slaps like 3 bars, which is not impressive, but it's something to do some serious damage with. As you can see here, I do take some purple attacks. I almost died. I did avoid everything else after that, but I was almost dying. So yeah, Jean is a pain. It's my worst World Boss Legend to progress. And you can see that from my ranks on the World Boss Legend also. I can show you that. And so here, 1 minute and 25 seconds. 1 minute and 25 seconds left. And before, I was like at 30 seconds and 10 bars left. So yeah, way easier and played way better, of course, because I built my gameplay, you know, playing with here for 3 weeks as level 80 and the last week as tier 4. And that I was saying before about ranking, as you can see on Gan Gray, I'm rank 172. For Gore, I'm rank 89. This was my worst two, you know, these two, the one that I have delayed the most. And the others, it's like 14 now, 53 Mephisto, 83, of course these two, it's 99 Ultron, it's 94. I haven't cleared 95 because it's kind of undoable, and I'm rank 13. And here rank 47 for Kang stage 55, it's the one that I can't clear. So I'm really proud of progressing right now, and of course if I do 49 and 79, I'm gonna having even more rank. Let's go for the GBR boys out there to see what C is doing with a judgment on GBR as the last piece of content. Of course, I use exactly the same, and the boss is on all cases blast type. As you can see here, it's blast type. I'm using Coulson as support, Nick Fury as leadership, and here Mighty Raids here. C is, you know, GBR supposed to be the content that it's way easier with a CTP of raids. Here I preferred, instead of playing alone, go into a random lobby and see on numbers how much damage I can do with here with the Mighty Rage, you know, because whatever timing there is, depending on the damage you're gonna deliver on the boss. As you can see here, I'm already first and I have done like 4 million here. There is like 40 seconds, 45 seconds left. This dude, Mohammed Adel, doing a lot of damage with his Black Bolt, and that's the downside, of course, because you can't actually see the value of the run. I'm doing the trick I have told you in the GBR video, fast kill, you know, sacrificing a support and getting into the stage to do more damage faster. As you can see here, I managed to go through the whole fight in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Or something close to that. Yes, 1 minute and 20 seconds. I managed to do 9.4 million. So that's the things you need to know. 1 minute 20 seconds, 9.4 million. Let's see what I was able to do with the GTP of Judgement. This time I was luckier. The guys had, you know, no teams. The one had Spider-Man tier 4, the other had the Eternal team for some reason, Macari stuff, you know, and yeah, I had to carry these dudes, but you can see here, CTP of Judgement slaps hard, guys. I think Rogue is one of the characters, like Odin and Miles Morales, that they can actually do more damage with Judgement in GBR than CTP of Raids. I'm not sure 100% if it's my, illusion or something, but I'm gonna show you the results, how much damage she end up doing and how fast. You can see I even skipped the first phase, and skipping the first phase with a Mighty Judgement, it's kind of a big deal. I'm not sure if there's a lot of characters that can do that, but one of them is Miles Morales and Odin for sure, and of course I'm talking about them as tier 4s with Mighty Judgement. Here, as you can see, I'm doing a tier 4 skill, a tier 4 rotation. Sorry. Okay, almost died instead of do the tier 3 rotation or tier 4 rotation, whatever I was trying to say. But as you can see here, okay, I passed the 900 million there, 9.4, but we're gonna go back to see how fast I did it, the 9.4 again on this fight. I managed to clear the whole fight in 1:30, so it's 10 seconds slower, but the damage 9.4 million for my character was about here. So I did the same damage with Mighty Raids 16 seconds faster. 16 seconds faster for exactly the same build, tier 4 Dormammu. It's really huge, bro. So that makes me believe Mighty CTP of Judgement is better for Rogue, specifically on GBR, compared to Raids. And this is really nice results. By the way, also you should know already, but this team up is the best for me right now for Rifts. Also, I was doing max 30 runs with my Gan Gray and the similar build there, similar team up, but Rogue delivers the fastest run for me with Raids or Judgement. With both, she was better than Gan Gray, and Gan Gray was my best run for it. So I hope I covered everything you should wanna know, or if you wanna ask anything else, it's my Discord down below. Hit me on the Discord, DM, Facebook, Instagram, all this social media, it's there for you to ask. And yes, that was it, my girl Rogue. She had everything I ever wished for. She had the fast movement, she had the healing, and I had to tier 4 her. And with this shitty epic quest, it was one way. It was one way for sure, and I'm totally cool with the Judgement I have right now. Am I going to let the Judgement? I'm not sure, because I want to push ABL scores, and to be honest, this is my personal best score at the moment. Having here in my roster provide me this huge score, 212 million, 13.9. It's with my Luna, but yeah, Rogue, ladies and gentlemen, Rogue. Hope you enjoyed. See you into the next. Kisses in your faces.